Hello and welcome to The Hero Spouse. I'm Kendra Ruth, here to answer one of your questions about marriage and midlife crisis. Today we have an anonymous female left behind and forward-moving spouse with a bomb drop of January 14th, 2019. She has a clinging boomerang who is a high-energy replayer and a date of marriage of 1996. She says he's been estranged from everyone in our married life, including family, friends, neighbors, colleagues, and business partners. Now, after 5 years, he's been cycling during that time between monstering, projection, cake eating, and reconciliation talk, such as he didn't want a divorce. His family believes he's married to and has a child with the alienator who he has been living with in a different town and hiding from everyone. She has a history of sexual abuse, drug abuse, sex working, and mental health issues, probably borderline personality disorder, it says here, along with home-wrecking several other families. Despite knowing he was married with 4 children, she and her family have controlled and manipulated him and are obviously after the money. He has not told me or our children, but has began hinting around that we're one big happy family. He lacks insight and empathy for how brutal this has been for the rest of us. My youngest is now 18, so should I finally stop standing and go no contact, or just continue to deal with this train wreck? So you are asking things as though they're connected, those two questions, as though they're linked, and they are not. I don't want you to ever deal with the train wreck, whether you're standing or not. So the answer to the question is no. You should not deal with this train wreck. Now, the answer to the question about standing is a personal question I want you to ask yourself. First thing, how toxic is this to you? Are you identifying as a stander and putting that on your label and going out each day and wearing it? Or are you living your life? Is being a stander how you consider your role in life right now? Then it's not healthy. You can stop standing. You can say, I'm not standing, but the door's not shut but I'm open to other dating. You can go the other fish in the sea route, which is often open to the other dating. You can say, hell no, I don't ever want to see that person, at least as a dating option in my life again. You need to look at what you want. I can tell you right now, and you already know this. I mean, you said probably borderline personality disorder. Well, without being a diagnostician, but we both say it, right? Given the description you've given, you have an affair down. Not only that, he knows this is not something that lasts, whether he is married to her or not. He knows this. He has been trapped. He is under emotional blackmail, and I'm not blaming him for that. But when I say he knows it, I know it because then he also wants to be one big happy family with you. He has not told you he's married, if he is supposing. So he's hiding a new marriage. Why would you hide a new marriage? If you're that into it, you want to shout it from the hilltops. This is my new person. I'm so in love. But he's hiding it. Everything is a secret. And it's not because it's exciting. It's because it's shameful. It's been, he lacks insight. He lacks empathy. And you can go no contact or you can send truth darts. You don't have to probably go completely no contact. That would be up to you. He's been a clinging boomerang. So the question then is, how often does he initiate contact with you? And when he initiates contact, what kind of contact is it? Because I'm looking at that clinging tendency. What you can do right now is you can say, you know what? I don't want to have anything to do with you at all until. That is a no contact with an exit clause. Till. And it sounds like you're already divorced because he didn't want the divorce. And how could he already be married again? So my phrasing of it will be different than what yours was. My phrasing was until you choose to be an appropriate spouse. And that was because he always wanted to be back in. Some clinging boomerangs don't express that. Chuck was very expressive about it. So I knew that was the way to express that. But yours is until you, and now we have to find something. And for me and Chuck, until you are choosing to be an appropriate spouse meant you get rid of her. I didn't have to put it as part of that phrase. Maybe the first time I said that, I said that means you can't have any contact with her or anyone that is involved with her. And I had to go on with him. Yes, that includes her family, who are nice people. It's not their fault, but they're connected to her. So in your situation, that's how I would approach it. Until you have chosen to be, and you can do this, start it with a truth dart also. We're not one big happy family. You left me. You abandoned your family. You divorced us, and if you initiated the divorce, you can leave that piece out. But we are not married anymore, so that makes us not big happy family. You have damaged and hurt us, and you know it. I want you to add that you know it part. You know that what you have been doing is wrong, and you are hiding in shame. And I'm sorry for that. Notice how I just changed my tone, and I'm sorry for that. But while you are being toxic and surrounding yourself with toxic people, you are not allowed to be a part of my life. I will not allow you in my life. Do not call me. Do not contact me until you choose to no longer be a part of those people's lives. Now, if he has a baby with that person, there's going to be something. Maybe this would be when he's like, I can't, and maybe it'll come out. Maybe he won't tell you about the baby. It's like, and that baby's an innocent bystander. So there's obviously going to have to be something. Right now, you have a big choice for your life. You look at that family and look what they've done to everybody else born into them. And what are you going to do? Are you going to step up for that child and be the person in their life that gets them out of that legacy? Or are you going to be a part of that legacy? Because right now you're a part of it. So your responsibility, it's not just to you anymore. It's not just to us anymore, but there's an innocent baby as a part of it. And if you choose the good life, the right path, then yeah, I would love for you to be a part of my life. But if not, you're gone. You can remain dead to me. That doesn't mean you stop standing. It doesn't mean you keep standing. That part is how you choose to see it and view it and label it. But it means that you don't get yourself involved with it. It's a train wreck and you let it go. And you're firm with him, but you're also soft sometimes. Sometimes even within the same conversation, I changed the tone of my voice so that the empathy came through, but that I meant business at the same time. That find out if you're able to, before you have this conversation, because this would be best if it's voice so the tone comes through. Find out if there really is a baby. Find out if there's a marriage, sure, but I'm more concerned about a baby. A marriage is a piece of paper. A baby is or a child is a physical being. Big difference. Marriage can be dissolved. Please don't dissolve a child. A child is an important piece of everything and beautiful. And I ache for what that child is born into. And if let's say he did come home to you, but there was a baby, then what? Does that mean he abandons the baby to that life? Does that mean he gets custody? If he gets custody, the other people are, unless they abandon the baby, are still in the life. And you have to figure out how to manage and balance that if you're part of, if he returns to you. If he just leaves her, does he abandon the baby? Or does he come back to it? So it adds an additional layer of questions. So you might want to find out, see if there's a way you can find out if there actually is a child. And you might want to change some parts of the script to how that fits. Other than that, no train wreck. You are on a different set of tracks. And it doesn't connect right now, okay? You move on with your life. You keep your healing. You know that he lacks insight and empathy. And you accept that because you can't change him. But as a clinging boomerang, he does look to you still. And that's why you give that exit clause. He wants this image of happy family. And you deny him the image, but then you also tell him how to get it. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. And I hope this helps. And I will see everybody in the next question.